And breaking right now, we just received some documents from the Tennessee Health Department, including Dr. Michelle Fisk's termination letter.
This letter explains why the health department felt the need to terminate her. News 4's Tosin Fakile is in the studio. And so, Tosin, what other documents did you get your hands on?
Well, guys, along with the termination letter, we also got a recommendation letter to terminate Dr. Fiscus. That came from the State Health Department, and that was sent to Dr. Lisa Piercy recommending terminating Dr. Fiscus. And in that memo, it states the reasons for the recommendation of firing the top vaccine official in the state of Tennessee. Now, here's a copy of that recommendation. It was sent by Tim Jones, which another document shows is Dr. Fiscus' supervisor. The date on the recommendation of termination is July 9th. In the letter, it says, quote, "This recommendation is based on Dr. Fiscus' failure to maintain good working relationships with members of her team, her lack of effective leadership, her lack of appropriate management, and unwillingness to consult with superiors and others and internal stakeholders on VPDIP projects." That letter also listed a few dates of certain issues with Dr. Fiscus, one of them in May of 2021. The letter read in part, quote, "In May of 2021, Dr. Fiscus broadly shared a letter regarding her own interpretation of state and federal law with external partners with respect to vaccinations and other medical treatment of minors. The letter should have been reviewed by both leadership and department legal counsel. However, Dr. Fiscus did not share the letter nor otherwise include any of these parties in the drafting process prior to sending it out. This action resulted in confusion for both law and policy for private providers, parents, and legislators," end quote. Now, a Tennessee nonprofit that helps provide convenient and affordable health care for people in the state says the firing of Dr. Fiscus motivates them to work harder on getting the message out on the importance of vaccinations.
To see Dr. Fiscus treated in this way is so dispiriting. But what we're going to do is follow her lead and really honor her example by redoubling our efforts. One of the things that Dr. Fiscus consistently reminded us throughout the pandemic is it's not just COVID. We have an epidemic of diabetes, an epidemic of hypertension, and we lost a lot of ground with respect to childhood vaccinations. And so what we're going to have to do is fight on all of those fronts to make sure that we treat that disease.
And also, guys, we just got a copy of some of those evaluations just about an hour ago from her personnel file from 2019 to 2020. Now, that was sent to us by Dr. Fiscus' husband. It does not detail what was listed in the recommendation of termination letter. Those things happened from December 2020 through this year. Back to you, Tracy.
Okay, Tosin, thank you very much.